Years ago, we were at a camp called Shepherd of the Ozarks. I don't know if you went. We did family camp there. And as the guy gave us a tour of the camp, there was a petting zoo there for the kids. And as we walked in the petting zoo, all that was really in the petting zoo were fainting goats. Have you seen these things? So fainting goats, when you startle them, their joints lock and they black out. Like, how these creatures still exist blows my mind. Like, what predator stops at that and was like, oh, wait, he blacked out. It's not fair. I don't know how they're still around. And so, seriously, Google this if you want a good laugh. There are goats that, if you, they'll lock out and black out. And so, we're in this petting zoo, and the guy with a straight face says, please don't mess with the fainting goats. And you could see on the face of every man there that not only were we gonna mess with those goats, but we were gonna create a sport out of it, and there would be a tournament of some sort that led to a winner who got a trophy. And so sure enough, all week long, we're startling these goats, we're scaring them, they're falling over, so you do with the timer, 4 seconds, nice! I couldn't believe those guys. And at the end, when I got my trophy, no, I'm kidding. I did think on multiple occasions as we were jacking with those little things that we wouldn't be playing this game if it was any other animal. Like if it was like rescued pit bulls, like the game's different, right? Nobody's playing that game. And what happens is when you see something as docile and you see something as not worthy of any type of healthy respect, then you do things that you would never do if there was kind of a good kind of fear involved. And so I think so often conversations about God move away from his severity and move away from his immensity and move away from the fact that God is terrifying. What court are you going to take God to? You can put God in the dock. Who are you going to complain to about God? I mean, I know the answer to some of these questions. I know that people do complain about God. I know that people do make accusations. As far as I know, God's never spent any time in lockup. There is nothing that can stay his hand. Nothing that can stand in the way of his power. He controls all things from the cellular level to the burning of stars. He controls it all. That is terrifying. In fact, on repeat in the Bible, when men just come across angels, they fall on the ground like dead men. Isaiah sees the Lord sitting on the throne in the year that King Uzziah died, and Isaiah's response was, woe is me. Nah, what's up, Lord? Woe is me, I'm a man of unclean lips, and my eyes have seen the King. His response was, uh-oh. And so when you make God out to be a fainting goat and not the sovereign, omnipotent ruler of the universe, then you lose a kind of fear, a kind of healthy motivation to walk in obedience to all that he's commanded.